Let's go. Okay, it says we're live, but I usually delay a little bit until about now. Oh my God, you know who's calling me right now?
London.
Hold on, guys. Taking a phone call. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Who is this?
Hi, London. My name is Chris with Jordan's Way Charities.
Who?
London. It's Chris. It's Chris with Jordan's Way Charities. You know the guy that is really enthused and very excited about getting one of your T-shirts one day?
Hey, what can I do for you?
Did you check your voicemail? I have a serious issue.
I have not checked my voicemail. What's going on?
Hold on one second. All right, we're on live feed right now with your friend, so I have to do like the introduction. We're kind of delayed on that. Hold on, don't speak. I know it's gonna be hard for you. But guys, I'm Chris with Jordan's Way Charities. I'm here at Fetching Hearts Rescue on live feed. My friend London decided to play hooky, so I played a game with her to get her to call and be on the live feed. So you're sticking around, London.
Okay, I'm sticking around.
She's sticking around. So we have Kathy, we have Nina, we have Dean, we have Linda, who nobody can hear, and we said that she speaks a lot, so we're not going to let her speak much. So Kathy, we have not spoken in a little bit with Fetching Hearts Rescue in Bristol, Connecticut. So tell me some updates. What's going on, girl?
So the good update is that last time we had talked about Oakley down in Alabama.
Okay.
Nina and I actually had been talking, and we planned to go down to Alabama to actually get him eventually, probably in the next maybe month or so. So there's going to be a few of us to go down there together, and we're going to spend probably a day or so down at the shelter, and see the other dogs that are available, as well as Oakley, get him ready, and hopefully get him up here to Connecticut. We actually did find a foster for him.
Nice.
So she is willing to hold him as long as it is needed to get him through his heartworm treatment, and also get him maybe on some rehab for his leg. His leg will never obviously be healed, but we definitely want to start maybe doing some water therapy with him or something like that, just so that way we can maybe try to get some muscle back, hopefully. But we can't guarantee that. So
that's awesome. You not only got him, you're moving him out of Alabama, but you got a foster for him.
Yes.
I mean, that's a positive story right there. We haven't spoken in like 2 weeks, so I love coming on every couple of weeks or even every week just to get updates on what's going on, because the community never truly knows what goes on inside of a rescue, and I truly believe that. So outside of Oakley, I mean, we haven't spoken in 2 weeks. I mean, like, I'm sure it was just the same old everyday stuff, right, guys? Not. What happened in the last 2 weeks? Like, what's going on? What else is going on? Oakley's a great story. I love that story. Bring him to Foxwoods, have him gamble.
Yeah, we have to.
But what else is going on?
So we've also, we actually had a transport today come up from Alabama and Tennessee. We had 11 dogs come up, and we had nine dogs adopted.
Nice.
Out of the 11. So that was a fantastic story.
Awesome.
And then we also had, actually a week or so ago, we had another transport come up, and we actually had gotten all 10 dogs adopted. So again, a fantastic situation for all the dogs and families.
Hey, so I do have one question for Dean real quick. Dean, why did London stand us up tonight?
Is this a trick question? I think she was searching for the Pokemon shirt, to be honest.
London, is that true?
No, it's not true. I didn't know we were going to be on live tonight. I've actually been doing a live when talking about dogs. I just got home walking my 2 dogs from 3.5 miles.
See, we knew it. We told Chris that. We said that you were on a hike.
If anybody watching this in the future now, remember a couple weeks ago we talked and London was on here with her Pokemon shirt, and Dean was just saying that she was searching for her next one. But London, I will not keep you much longer. I'm sorry. I just wanted you to say hello. I wanted you to check your voicemail when you get off this, because it's a very important voicemail on there. So
honestly, 727, I mixed up with 272. And 272 is an Iowa number, and my grandparents live out in Iowa. So I actually had a slight panic moment thinking that something was wrong with my grandma.
Oh no.
Oh my God, that's horrible that I answered the phone as a woman too.
I totally, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? I realized it was totally a joke.
This isn't grandma.
Nope.
But London,
Well,
I will let you go, London. I appreciate you coming and saying hello. Go finish with your dogs and check your voicemail and get back to me because it's a very important message. Very important.
Well, is there anything you'd like to know? Are you going to ask me anything?
It's actually extremely personal.
And actually, London, Chris is going to make Dean do the floss tonight. Is that what it's called? The floss?
The floss tonight.
Yeah. So he's going to do the floss tonight.
I told you I can't floss. Guess what? You know what, Kathy? You're going to have to pick up the mantle and you're going to have to floss for me.
I think
I'm not flossing.
I can't floss either, so I'm not
I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
For people that are watching, guys, I'm talking to Fetching Hearts Rescue in Bristol, Connecticut. They are a super fun group. They're extremely passionate about what they're doing and the animals that they take care of. Kathy was just talking about how 11 animals came in. 9 already got adopted. 2 are going with Linda, and the others are going with Nina and Dean. I'm just kidding. No, I got adopted already, which says a lot about the amazing work they're doing. So what are the other 2 that have not been adopted?
So, Nina, do you want to talk about them?
So one of them is Chopper. He's a senior dog that came from a hoarding situation. He's with one of our really good fosters. He did really well today. He gets along with dogs really great. So we're hoping to find him a forever home soon.
He also loves kids.
He does, yes.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yep.
Now, is this dog in any of your possessions right now?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Sorry.
No. You lied on feed?
I did. I'm sorry.
So Bridget says Chopper is totally awesome. Thank you, Bridget. Hey, Corinne, how are you? Michelle, thank you from Dog Totally Dog Rescue. I'm here with a lot of people from Fetching Hearts Rescue. Just kidding. Linda, Kathy, Nina, Dean. We have London on the phone from not London. We are so disappointed to not see your T-shirt today, London. That's the only reason I agreed to this phone call.
Yep. See? And nobody has Pokemon for them.
You know what? I need you to stop putting me on mute because there's such a delay in your response. Knock it off.
Okay. You will no longer be on mute.
I got her. You know what you should even try to do? Try to read. Does your phone do the transcripts of the voicemail messages?
Mine? No. I don't even have that set up.
Oh, man. If you could just read it, you'd be like, wait a minute. What? What? I can't wait for you to hear the voicemail. You're going to be like, Chris, you are out of your mind. Hey, Kat.
I'm already thinking that.
What? London, I know you got off the feed the last time and you were like, that is one amazingly good-looking bald man. Okay, you could say something.
She's quiet on that one.
She just laughed and she's like, yeah, get him out of here.
I'm not going to lie.
Oh, see that?
Was that a diss?
I'm not going to lie.
I can't say if that was a diss or not. I don't know if that was a diss.
It was not.
Oh, okay. I still oh, she said I was good looking. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm going to model that shirt for Fetching Hearts now.
See? That's amazing.
So let me go into detail now more about anything else. So we talked about Oakley. We talked about the 9 or 11 dogs that were brought into Fetching Hearts in Bristol. What else we got going on? Because it's been at least 2 weeks since we've spoken.
Dean, do you want to update on screening?
The update is we have 2 dogs left out of 11 because they were all adopted. But as Nina said, we have Chopper and who was the last?
We have also Herbert that's available. Rachel is actually the one that's fostering him.
Yeah.
He absolutely loves dogs and kids. Who else do
He
we
is
have?
your,
Pics of the two of them to the Jordan's Way Facebook Messenger if you want to take a look at them.
Yeah, please.
yeah, he's your typical hound. Likes to sniff around, explore, eat, but he does not like to be crated. That is his only wish, is he likes to be out with his people. So
Would any of you like to be crated?
absolutely not.
Yes.
Crazy.
Can't blame them. So I always say, I'm like, people are like, oh, they don't like to be in the kennel. I'm like, all right, you try it. But
we did.
You did.
We have an amazing group of volunteer screeners who have been working their tail off for these past weeks. And I mean, I wake up in the morning, and you can ask Nina, my phone is vibrating all night with emails. And I wake up in the morning sometimes with 60, 70 for applicants. And, I'm forwarding them to these screeners, are going through pretty much every single application with a fine tooth comb. And they're calling all the references. They're calling the vets. They're making sure that the histories match up. They're looking at people's property on Google Maps. I mean, we're not really letting any stuff go unturned.
Yep.
We're adopting out these dogs. We don't take it lightly. We don't just adopt dogs out to give them a home. We make sure that we're finding them a place they're going to stay for the rest of their life. So. That's
awesome. And Nina, I know you spoke to me earlier about being a foster. One of the things I'm trying ridiculously hard by interviewing fosters at night as well, even after rescue interviews I do, just to show the importance, because even though the state is kind of opening up down here in Florida, and I don't know how it is in Connecticut up there, but it is starting to we're starting to open up a lot down here. And I know that more and more animals are being turned back into shelters and rescues down here. Just to express the rewarding part of being a foster and how important it is that people, become fosters if they don't want to commit to the adoption part.
So normally, so we have a pretty good group of fosters that we work with on a regular basis. We're always in need of more. And a lot of the dogs that we pull, if we don't have somewhere for them to go, if they don't have an adopter and we don't have a foster for them, they end up staying where they are longer before we can get them up here. So it's super important that we can have the resources and have the fosters available and have those volunteers. And being a foster isn't just, allowing a dog to stay in your home. It's training if they need it. And it's a big adjustment into a home. So they're doing a lot of the legwork before the dog goes into their forever home. It takes a special kind of person, I think.
One of the things I do notice from a lot of the fosters I interview across the country is they always talk about how the behaviors from that rescue or that shelter, kennel, or wherever they're staying to someone's home is totally different. You get to see the true behaviors of the animal. Do you find that in a lot of your experiences with being a foster?
Absolutely. Yeah, we get some reports from the shelters about behaviors of the dog and the tests that they've had. So that's really the only information we have. So we really rely on the fosters to evaluate the dogs and let us know how they're doing, interacting with people, if they have any fears. Sometimes dogs have fear of male or even females, or children, other pets. So it's really important, that whole adjustment period, for them to be able to evaluate more in detail and share with us, because then we can find them the best fit.
Yeah. I had a very bubbly foster come on last night, and she was like, I told that shelter or rescue to throw out that profile card. That thing doesn't exist anymore. All the stuff that they said on the profile card when she first started fostering this animal is doesn't exist.
Absolutely.
It's so important to highlight those things, because it's listen, none of us would show well behind a kennel after a few weeks, a few months. We'd all be cranky as hell. We'd all be yelling at you too. I wish the protocol for rescues and shelters, when somebody comes in, you take the dog out of wherever they're staying and bring them into a front area. Just get them out of that environment, because people come in to shelters that I'm at a lot, and the dog, you guys know the dogs go crazy, and it's they're just trying to get your attention. Yo, man, take me to hell home.
I saw the coolest thing on Facebook the other day, and I can't recall where it was, but there was a shelter that actually had an armchair in every single kennel for these dogs.
Yes.
They sit in the chair instead of having to be on, the concrete floor on the bed or something like that. I thought that was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And this one woman went to a thrift store and bought every single chair she could find and donated that to the shelter there. And all these dogs had these comfortable chairs, and it was the coolest thing to see.
That is cool.
So, just to kind of back Nina up, we actually got a dog in, and she maybe can give more information on it, but we actually had the dog come up. His name was Tito. He came from an abuse case. The police had brought him into the shelter with a huge metal chain on his neck, which led him to have, difficulties with having a collar on and even a harness. He doesn't like anything on his back, touching his back, really. So he was adopted out. He ended up coming back for all different kinds of, issues that he was having.
Right.
But then he goes into a foster and he's just fantastic now. So again, it's just a matter of, finding that right foster home to give that dog that decompression time and the time to learn how to be a dog again.
Right.
So it's very important to have a foster base in rescue.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes when shelters and rescues reach out to me, or rescues, they'll be like, will you still interview us even though we're foster based? I'm like, you're the ones I really want. Like, yeah. I know I interview a lot of shelters and stuff like that, but I'm like, guys, come on. My message is basically I'm trying to expose, the ones that don't get any exposure. Like you guys are the hidden secret. I've always said that, especially the more I learned going into Jordan's Way, it's a hidden secret it's like egregious that from a community standpoint that you guys are hidden. And I don't mean hidden because you have a circle of people that follow you, but it's compared to the rest of the country, it's nobody knows about anybody in rescue. It's such a small little animal welfare community, and then there's the rest of the country. And I'm like, how do I wake up a bunch of people on Ambien? They're all passed out. I'm like, God damn it, wake up! I can be funny, I can be witty. You guys know I have a loose sense of humor, and I love talking to you guys because you guys are such family oriented. I speak to a lot of rescues and shelters, and some of them are very dry and stuck in their ways. Maybe they've been around the business too long. And I always try to break them by slipping bourbon or tequila or something, or just, a joke, something into them. Come on, man, wake up, it is, you guys have a great personality and you're so positive, which is amazing. I just wish that I can get everyone to have the same pissed off for change mentality that I have, because it's there's so much that has to change for rescues. I think they've done there's a lot of shelters in the country that are government funded. Not a whole lot, but there are. But I feel it has to sort of sprinkle down to rescues now, because you guys are 24/7. Like I always say to communities, these people are 24/7. They can't sleep on this job. They can't punch out at 5 o'clock. So if people are watching this is Fetching Hearts Rescue in Bristol, Connecticut. Can anybody tell them where they can, there's Amazon wish list you guys have. You guys also have a donate button on your website. Please go into details on that, guys, because that is super important that we continue to support Fetching Hearts Rescue in Connecticut, in Bristol.
So, Linda, if you want to, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dean.
I was going to say, we don't have a wish list. We use Amazon Smile. So if they go to smile.amazon.com, they can make any of their purchases that they would normally buy, and Amazon will donate a portion back to us directly. We also work with Chewy.com and PetMedsRx.com, and obviously the direct donation link through our website or Facebook page, which is fetchingrescue.org.
Perfect. Michelle Heinem, thank you so much from Paw Paw's Pet Rescue. I told you guys I will be in the Jacksonville area. She is a director of a really amazing rescue here in Florida that I will be traveling with her to about 7 animal services companies down here in Florida.
Awesome.
Which I'm excited about. I love getting out there. I love doing these live things, but I do love visiting. And I will be visiting you guys one day. I know that. And then I will be going to the Foxwoods. Just kidding. I won't. I don't gamble.
Mohegan.
Yeah,
I don't gamble. I don't gamble at all. That's my problem. My brother goes to everyone lives in Jersey in my family, so they go to Bristol. They go to other area, Atlantic City, and I'm like, I can't. I don't gamble. I'm the worst. I'm the worst poker face ever. Even if I'm lying to my daughter about Santa Claus. Oh crap. Hi, how are you? Wow, that was terrible timing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the best. You can do that for me? I love you. When she sees me on the live feed, she makes me coffee.
Oh, really?
She just came in here to get the cup.
So awesome.
She just came in here to get the cup out of my office to come give me a coffee, make me a coffee. But she knows how to use the Keurig, which is insane.
That's so cute.
But getting back to donating, how else can it go through your website, and where is your website?
So, Linda, why don't you talk about that a little bit and also tell them about our store too?
So I did just put the link to our website in the chat for this live, so people can click on it. On the website, there is there's a tab that says Get Involved, and that gives links to our volunteer, our foster, donate, and there's a new shop tab. We are affiliated with Chewy. We're affiliated with Amazon Smile. Let me get it right. Hold on. Pet Rescue RX. So if you purchase through any of those partners using the links on our website, a portion of your purchase price will get donated back to us. We do also, it's not up there right now, we also have a store where you can purchase merchandise, t-shirts, sweatshirts, etc. Right now, they are not producing for us because of the COVID situation. They were having some issues getting the supplies they needed to create our t-shirts and such, but hopefully we'll be back up and running with that. And up to 50% of the purchase price on those items also comes back to us. Dean also just actually ran a fundraiser with bed sheets, to be honest with you. I think we all ended up with new bed sheets because Dean hooked us up somehow. I don't know how he did it.
Good work, Dean. Good work.
So as those kinds of things come up, we'll keep those on our Facebook page, and we'll link them on our website. So, raising funds is probably one of any rescue's biggest struggle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we always hear from people, oh, well, you get an adoption fee. Why do you need to raise money? Those adoption fees barely cover the standard, vetting we have to do for these dogs to get them ready to come up here, to cover their transport fee. If we have any extra medical costs, or we have a dog that ends up with us for an extended period of time, right, we're taking care of that dog's needs from the point he's in our custody, and we commit to pull him until the point that he is with his new home. So there's a lot that goes into that, and a lot of it, and I know sometimes we feel like a broken record, and sometimes we feel like we're saying the same things over and over and going to that same well over and over, but I can't stress how much more we could do with those extra funds. Like even Oakley, right? Oakley's got all these issues that we're now trying to solve for him to make him as adoptable as possible. And that doesn't come without a price tag. So we get people saying to us, oh, you're just money hungry. You're just doing this for the money. My God, let them walk in our shoes for a day, and they will know we are not in this for the money at all. We are in this for the dogs.
So just so people know that come on the feed also as well, you guys get no funding from the state, correct?
No.
No.
Do you have any other sources of funding outside of donations only?
No.
None.
I think that is so I that's what gets me. Like when I heard about rescues and I visited so many people's homes that they have rescues out of their homes, I'm like, I couldn't do your job. I'll be honest with you. I always joke with people, I can bench press a house, but everyone on this feed can kick my ass. You guys have a lot more emotional strength than I can ever have in my life. Like on a Monday morning, if I have that mentality where it's like, where's the next donation going to come from for the next 7 days? It's like, I would go out of my mind. But you guys have to eliminate that, and you have to go rescue a dog in the woods. By the way, London just hung up on me. Disrespectful. Just kidding. But she did hang up on me. So I just heard the beep beep. But so tomorrow morning, if you guys are in trouble, in terms of financially, you have to put that aside if there's a dog that needs Fetching Hearts Rescue's help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chances are we'd end up pooling our own money together.
So I can't tell you how many times Kathy has gone, I'm pulling this dog. I don't care. If we don't have the money right now, she takes it out of her own pocket. We have other fosters who say, you know what, we need to save this dog. Here's the pull fee. Here's the vet fee. We're all just so invested in the lives of these dogs that a lot of us just do what we need to do, whether or not the money's there. And then we kind of worry about it on the back end.
Rachel, Whoever's watching on 2 different devices, you can't do that. You hear the mic.
Rachel.
Rachel, I know it's you.
She's so dedicated.
Everybody needs to stay tuned because we're going to be doing another fundraiser soon with Swarovski jewelry.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming in the next few weeks.
Dean actually is kind of taking over that part of it. Like he kind of just takes on everything.
Right.
He's very dedicated when it comes to the rescue world. And like I said, I said this last time, I am like beyond excited and so thankful for the volunteers that have joined Fetching Hearts and that have come with me on this journey, because without them, we could not have the rescue we have.
Right.
So.
Rachel was the woman with her daughter Emma in here before?
Yes.
Okay, she was just commenting before she tried to come in here. She said that she wants everyone to see Herbert.
Yes.
She's obsessed with Herbert.
So Rachel is fostering Herbert. He just arrived today.
Okay.
He is in love with her daughter Emma, pretty sure, and he's super awesome dog. So you should definitely see him.
Awesome. So whenever we're ready for Rachel, I will definitely see Herbert, which is going to be awesome.
So, Linda, do you want to just drop for now?
Yeah, I can drop.
And then we'll get Rachel on.
Okay, I will. Yep. Linda, I will talk to you in a little bit.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Thank you so much.
No problem, girl.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So ask Rachel to try to come back on. If you can.
Yes.
So, Kathy, I do have a question. This is something that people just don't understand. It's not like you scheduled 11 dogs to come to your place, right?
That's correct. I mean, what we do is, I get in trouble a lot of times, especially from Dean, because I just keep saying, I'm like, oh, wait, what about this one? Can we add this one to the group?
She does. Like, I'll be at work and an hour will pass and it'll go from we pulled 1 dog to like 6 dogs. And I'm like, how did that happen in an hour? What happened?
No, but
she's awesome.
But that's
being said, Kathy usually takes on the responsibility too, because
does.
if she goes and pulls more dogs than I can handle with my group, she screens for them herself.
But that's what is so. Like, I try to, get that voice out too. The dogs that come, you guys can wake up tomorrow and 28 dogs are coming to your place. You guys, I mean, it just, there's no scheduling. You guys could be in a financial crisis and that you're getting an overflow of dogs tomorrow morning. I'm not trying to jinx you guys. You're gonna wake up, call me like, Chris, we got 28 dogs in the morning. Jump off on our thing. I'm like, Merry Christmas. No, I'm kidding. Let me get Rachel in here real quick.
Okay, you're yelling.
So let me tell you, Rachel is one of our fosters. It doesn't matter what. I could tell her the worst story in the world or the biggest behavioral story with a dog, and she'll be like, "Yeah, I'll totally take him." She's super great. She's
nice.
A really good foster.
So let me ask you a question, because I told you my daughter's name is Emma. What is your daughter's middle name?
Taylor.
We were close. Not even close. My daughter's Rose.
Oh, it is kind of close.
How was that close?
Taylor and Rose.
Better than. Ugh.
But no, that's a very pretty name, Emma. But yeah, my daughter is actually Emma Rose Mary. But so Rachel, tell me about Herbert.
I'm in love with Herbert. Although I have to say, for the record, I'm always in love with all of my fosters. So take it with a grain of salt. But he is just the sweetest ever. He is obsessed with Emma, like follows her around. He's actually laying next to her right now. We're working on sit. He did it once and we had a little party. There's Caleb. But he loves all of my kids. He's loving a backyard. He's super great with my other dog. He's playful. He loves to sniff everything. He's actually a really good listener. When he was on my bed and I told him to get off, he listened. So that was good. but I want to show you him because he's like exhausted today from all the traveling.
Oh my goodness.
There's Herbert.
Emma, what did you do to him?
Can you see him?
Oh my God, so cute. You got great color.
He's tired. Oh, his coloring is amazing. And he's so sweet and gentle, and he's just pretty tired today. It's a long day.
Yeah, Rachel is definitely, she's definitely an amazing addition to our rescue group. Especially the fosters.
I have to give a shout out too. She's one of my newest screeners, and she's taken on a big workload for me as far as
Hey, Dean, wait 1 second. Dean, wait 1 second. So this is Emma number 2 bringing Daddy coffee. You like this one? Like this one? That's what I'm talking about.
Emma Rose!
That's hot coffee. Emma, come over here and say hello.
You should do that for me.
I'm baking something for you. You can have some.
Okay. She's baking cupcakes. Emma, she's baking cupcakes right now. But yeah, she makes me coffee every night.
Oh, we made banana bread.
Nice. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Dean. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying thank you to Rachel and introducing her to everybody as our newest screener, and she has the organizational skills of like
a saint.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was a teacher. I can't help it.
So we really appreciate all of our volunteers, all of our screeners. Like I said, they're super dedicated, answering emails at all hours of the night. A lot of us work in healthcare, so things are still pretty crazy out there in the world. Yeah. And, I get home at 11 o'clock at night and I go right to the computer to do contracts. And Nina gets home at, 1 o'clock in the morning and she's updating spreadsheets. And it's a never ending process for us, but we wouldn't want to spend our free time anywhere else other than with our families.
Yep. So Dean, what do you guys do in healthcare?
Nina's a paramedic. I'm an EMT.
Very cool. Well, thank you guys. I mean, this is the time to thank you guys the most. I mean, it's serious times.
We appreciate it. It's definitely been a learning curve for us as well. We certainly weren't prepared for everything.
Yeah.
Nope. Nobody was. That's for sure.
But I want to make just a quick shout out to also Corinne, because she had a ton of adopters today say how amazing she was and how on point of a screener she is. For getting back to them in a timely fashion. Whereas some places they don't hear back for days at a time. Where we make sure that our applicants are heard, they hear back from us within 24 to 48 hours.
Right.
I would say that's the biggest thing with this group, I think, is everyone has a role, but everyone helps everyone else out. When it gets crazy or someone has something personal going on, everybody pitches in. I screen, Kathy screens, some of the fosters are screeners, everybody pitches in and just gets it done because everybody wants the best for the dogs, and that's really what's important.
So how does Emma help?
Don't let it burn out yet.
Besides eating cheese, what do you do?
Do you pick which animals that your mom fosters?
Dogs.
She doesn't care. She wants all the dogs. She gets it from me.
So Rachel, let me ask you a question because I did ask Nina this question. One of the things, it's like the Titanic. I'll never let go. I'm going to keep on pulling on this question, even though the guy did let go in that movie, which is weird. Anyway, I always found that to be a weird part of Titanic. I'll never let go. And then 30 seconds later, he's like, see ya. Talk to people who are watching because I don't like the idea of fostering now going down because they're starting to open up the states, well, where I am with this COVID. Talk about how rewarding it is to be a foster.
I love being a foster. If it wasn't rewarding, I would not have done it as many times as I have because Nina and Kathy will tell you with the very first foster that I had, I messaged them to adopt. him because he was so great. But I was like, okay, I have to not foster fail for the very first one, and I just have to rip off the Band-Aid and do it. But seeing the family with the dog, that's one of the things I have to say about Fetching Her to Rescue is how amazing they are at finding the right adopter for the dog. And they're not afraid to have those difficult conversations if it's not a good fit for the owners or the dog. Just we want everybody to be happy. We don't want the dogs to come back. We want them in their forever homes forever. So I really appreciate that about Fetching Heart Rescue, is that I know that the screeners are doing their jobs and that my dog that I've fallen in love with and fostered here is going to the best place for that dog. And I go to the meet and greet, so I meet the owners, the new forever home, and I'm able to tell them about their little dog's quirks and things that have worked or didn't work. And I follow some of them on Facebook so I can see all the adventures that my little foster dogs are going on, which is really cool. So I love fostering. It's so rewarding. The dogs are just so happy. They're so happy to be loved and taken care of and not in a shelter. And then the owner's smiles are just as big as the dogs. And it's really great.
Did we lose him?
I think so. Should I keep talking?
Let me tell him.
Oh, Herbert's sitting up now. Herbie, say hi to everybody.
Hi, Herbert.
Say hi.
Hi, sleepyhead.
You made me think of the last transport we had when we had to have that conversation with the adopter's family when the dog didn't get along with their other animal.
Mm-hmm.
And how, we were just as heartbroken as the adopters were that it didn't work out. But we were, thankful or lucky enough to find them another dog the same day. And she just sent us pictures the other day, and Balto and Shadow were literally on top of each other sleeping. I mean, it was the best situation ever. And, they couldn't be more happy. And that's what it is, that's why we do it.
Yeah, exactly. And I follow Shadow on Facebook. So he's come leaps and bounds with Balto. They're like best friends now. And Shadow's on the couch and, having a great time. So I'm very happy for where he went.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So just an update. Chris is trying to figure out what's going on, but we are still live. So we just got to keep going here. So let's, I guess, talk a little bit about what we're getting for dogs next.
We have the two fosters still. So we have Herbert and Chopper. So people can get information about them through the.
And now Rachel's gone.
Don't worry, Chris. I got it. I'm taking care of it. I'm the new host.
What do you think, girl? Me and Emma were just talking about her birthday, Ryan's World.
Enjoy
That's my Emma.
I think Rachel's gone.
No,
Rachel's there.
Yeah.
I was gonna let Chris.
She is?
If you wanted to.
Okay, sorry. I did miss the last couple of things that you said, but you did speak about being a foster and how rewarding it is, and I cannot tell you how that is important. When more and more people watch the feeds, it's important that they understand that fostering is a thing. Like, it's not a fad. It's not something that just emerged because of COVID. It's something that goes on every day. I think every rescue has to, continue to push. Community like myself has to push harder so people know about it. Rachel, I think you're an extremely exciting, foster. You have a passion behind it. When I asked Nina, she fell asleep talking about it. Just kidding, Nina. Smile. Nina suffers from a condition that Dean was telling me about. I feel really terrible about it. I was trying to look at medication and stuff like that. The only thing that came up was a good kick in the pants was the medication. Just kidding.
You can ask all my coworkers.
London's your favorite, so it's my new goal to be your new favorite.
There you go. And Emma, you need to start making mom coffee. Dino coffee. Look at it. T-Rex. I got T-Rex. But no, Kathy, let's talk about stuff that's coming up with Fetching Hearts Rescue as well. What's coming up in the near week or two for Fetching Hearts Rescue?
So we're getting more dogs.
No.
I actually am in the process of pulling some senior dogs.
Okay.
So they basically are in homes now. They're like 13, 12 years old. People just can't keep them anymore. So sadly, we'll just end up taking them in, which is no problem. And we will find them their forever homes, just like we do with every other dog. And we're also actually trying to get an adoption event possibly set up for the end of June right now.
Okay.
It'll be an outdoor thing, so that way, we can still continue with the social distancing. But again, that's still pending right now.
Okay. That's awesome. The more that we can talk to the community about your events coming up, the more that we can talk about like things that we can do to kind of help out Fetching Hearts Rescue, the more that the community will understand, like, they do this. You guys are do this like by the week. It's almost like every week is different. Every week is probably a little bit more of a stress. Who handles all the stress for Fetching Hearts?
We all do equally, I think.
Yeah, we do.
Who's the rock?
I don't know. I mean, I think I honestly have to say, like, my personal opinion would be Nina. I'm not gonna lie. She does. She really. Huh? What?
It's the chronic RBF.
Yeah.
She suffers from enough. Don't put
No, because you know what? It's honestly what it is.
Look at this. She's suffering. She's suffering.
She really is, like, I have to say she's my rock.
Right.
Because when I'm having my emotional breakdown time, she's there to just pick me back up when it comes to rescue. So it's, we have the good times, we've had the tears, we've had everything together. And she just continues to keep going for me, even when I'm just a little stressed out.
A little stressed out.
Excuse me. We're not going there.
The phones be ringing, Chris. Ringing. They ring.
I was gonna say, like, this is, like you said, it's not a 9 to 5 type of thing. It's 24 hours, 7 days a week. But we are constantly in contact with each other. It's like having another family. There's not a day that I don't talk to Kathy. Literally not a day. Even if it's just to see like what's going on, or we always talk.
We really have become extended family. I mean, between all of us, there, like she said, there's not a day that goes by that we probably don't talk to each other at least twice a day.
I just don't know if there's I always know I compare everyone to in rescue when I hear about the stories of like, oh, we had to go rescue this dog at whatever time it was during the day or during the night, dangerous situations. Like, I'm like, they're like an extension of like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Like, obviously a much better looking version of them, but it is funny because you guys put yourself in usually some dangerous situations. Like, you don't know the next dog you're going to rescue isn't going to try to bite your hand off. You guys just like, no, that dog needs rescuing. Come on here, buddy. But when we were kids, when there was in the street there, your parents would be like, don't go near that dog. Don't go near him. Don't go near him. You guys are like, screw that noise. We're Dog the Bounty Hunter. But no, I just think it's an amazing testament to like everything you guys do. You guys put yourselves on a lot of different stresses when it comes to just approaching a new animal. The weekly struggles of like, when's the next dollar going to come in for, just to help you guys, in any situation. You guys take in 9 or 11 dogs, and it's like, you don't know the financial forecast of any of those dogs when you take them in.
No.
And that's the thing, is people don't realize that we cover every single cost except for food. The only thing that we don't pay for is food, because our fosters graciously take on that burden when they take the animal in. So all the vet bills, transport costs, anything that's required to be done before they can be adopted, that's all coming out of our coffers. And unfortunately, they're just not deep.
Right. I mean, you can't expect them to, it is such a, I'm trying to figure out with all the partnerships I have with rescues and shelters, how I can make the biggest noise. One of the rescues was like, They want me to. I deal with a really. Oh, who did you just lose? What happened?
Rachel.
God, see you later, Rachel.
Linda can come back in if she wants.
You're just gonna bump Rachel like that? Real commitment together, Kathy. She's like, put Linda back on. Like, forget it.
No, I just said Linda can come back on if she wants.
You know how many
And
times
talk.
you scrambled in this feed?
She talks so much.
I like it. It's funny. One of the bigger rescues I deal with down here that has like a couple hundred animals at one time. They want me to do this like big PR stunt where I drag a bus for like 24 hours, like literally drag it. And I'm like, all right, let's make some noise. They have a big following on Facebook, but I'm like, there's got to be something else where I can make a bigger splash across the country for all the rescues that aren't noticed. And like, I'm trying to think of something crazy I can do because I love going crazy. I love going outside the box because I just feel like at some point in life, the rescues have to be noticed and they have to be funded at the same time because it's too much stress on you guys. You guys have enough to worry about. I know you guys are stressed about marketing an animal or just getting the animals out when they come in or just, finding a way to pay for those next group that comes in. And those are stresses that you guys should not have. Like it's terrible. It really is an awful, we've done a really crappy job as a community helping out rescues, especially, local rescues to the rescues out there in Bristol, Connecticut. I'm trying to figure out a way to create that argument in a very loud kind of way because I'm not about the attorneys and going to court and lobbying because that just takes years. And I don't really waste time with that stuff because I curse too much and the courts aren't going to like me. So, it is what it is. They're not going to like me very much. But Rachel did come back, or did she? Yes, she did.
She's on my bed.
Yeah, I heard you saying you were going to replace me.
I did not say that.
I defended you. Like, you don't just bounce. I'm like, Kathy, you've been scrambling up and down with your feet over here. Like, look at you. I can't even see you right now.
That's what I'm saying. Every time I'm on this thing, I'm always scrambled.
If you scramble 17 or 18 more times, you're not coming back.
Okay. That's pretty much the whole time then.
That's why I said 17 or 18.
Yes.
But, yeah, I think, Dean, you were going to say something? Were you?
Dean?
Oh, I thought you saw like your mouth was going to go like.
He wants to floss.
Oh, that's what it is? Oh, okay. He's excited. All right. He's been practicing.
I was just thinking that, you're talking about funding and everything else. And I feel like we have so many attributes of our rescue that set us apart from everybody else. And
right.
Our dedication, but, our thoroughness with our screening process. And I don't know. There's just a lot going through my head. That's all.
There you go. He was about to spit it all out too. Like I caught him. I was like, Dean. Wait. So Rachel, let me ask you a question. Who makes a decision on foster fails or you're letting one go? Does Emma cause a problem?
Emma would keep all the dogs. She's already said that when she grows up, she's fostering and keeping all the dogs. So Emma actually gets pretty sad every time that one of our fosters goes. I think it's pretty hard for her, but she's really happy. We were talking about it yesterday before because I was like, should we stop fostering? Because she's really sad every time. Yeah. But she's very adamant about not stopping, that she just is very happy for them. She's glad that she got to train them in her puppy school. But she's happy for all these dogs that we're saving. And she knows that if we adopt them, then we can't continue to foster all the dogs.
Right. So do you do a lot of advocating for new fosters for Fetching Hearts?
I do on my Facebook mostly. Yeah. It's everybody loves seeing what dogs I'm gonna get next. Although last time I got a dog and he got adopted at the vet, so I didn't even get him home, which is amazing. Wow. But everyone was like, "Where's the dog?" I'm like, he was so cute, he left.
It's funny. I have a couple feeds where I have fosters that are on the fence of like failing, and I'm just like, just fail. It's good. It's a good part of life. Just fail. Like, we all did it. What's that?
That's how we got actually involved in this. I knew Kathy from years ago. I was a foster for the rescue dog we have now, and she's a pit bull. She was really, really difficult. Had some issues, and I decided to keep her. She hated Dean. Hated her. She would growl at him and whatever. and now they're like besties. So that's how Dean got involved. He's like super in love with her. I'm in love with her, and just my experience with Kathy, with all of that, made us both want to be involved in rescuing. And when Kathy asked us to be involved, that was a big thing for us. So
this is my boozy bear right here.
Oh wow, he's got a rough life. That's tough.
yeah.
That's really rough.
She just gave you the side. You didn't see it, but you got it.
She got, yeah.
I did. I actually saw the sigh.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
That's fine.
She is a Staffordshire Bulldog mix.
Okay.
Whatever that means. Yeah.
So this, everybody, since we're showing, this is my new ham.
Barkley!
Barkley.
Is alumni of Fetching Hearts Rescue.
He's actually a foster failure.
He is.
Look at that. Can we please change that verbiage? It sounds terrible.
You know, it's funny that you say that because everybody asked, they were like, why do you call it foster failure?
And I look so
And
stupid.
I'm like,
I looked so stupid in the beginning when I first learned about it. They were like, "Oh, I foster failed," and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like I thought it was something bad. Like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry. Like, how can I help? How can I fix your problem?" But that's how I reacted to it. I was just like, and then somebody was like, "Chris, it's kind of a good thing." And I'm like, "Listen," I was like, when I failed in high school or I failed the test, that was my mom was not giving me the thumbs up and giving me the smile. Like that was not a good thing. Those reactions were not good. But when I heard that verbiage, I was like, no, that verbiage needs to change. It has to be like foster success or foster. I don't know, approved. I don't know. Something of foster failure sounds terrible.
I think we should come up with something new and we should just make it like something in the dictionary.
You want to coin something, Kathy?
Yes, absolutely.
We'll talk.
Foster first. No. I got nothing right now. I'll figure it out.
We'll get it.
All I know is my favorite part is when we get the dogs off the trucks, and I usually give at least one dog a ride to the vet so they can get their health certificate. And their ride in the car is just like their face. They can't stop smiling. They're just so happy. You can see it like in their body language and in their face. Like they know they're free, and it's the coolest thing to watch. Like you can't describe it until you've experienced it, but it's just the coolest thing. That's my favorite part, I would have to say.
I love knowing the dogs beforehand. If I go to a shelter and I see that they've been there's a foster that step forward, and just checking in with them like a week or two later, and you get to like I said, you get to see that what that profile card said versus when they've been in the house for 2 weeks. It's like throw that profile card out. Like you know what I mean? Like I know they have those. You know, they have to have those. If they have those knee-jerk reactions in the beginning when they get to a shelter, they hold that reputation on them for like ever. Yep. And it's like, I mean, come on, like, you know, and that's why I don't like those profile cards most times, because it's just like, you know, some of them are like, oh, they hate men. And then it's like, okay, well, maybe they just snapped because they were pissed for one day. Like Nina doesn't like men.
I don't know.
Dean's like,
she only likes dogs.
I really like dogs.
How long
How
long you guys been dating?
Years.
It'd be about 10 years now, probably.
Oh yeah, she hates men. No. So why aren't you guys why aren't you getting married?
Bro, this is not the place for that.
Like, bro, no, stop. But
back to Hazel. Hazel is a very good girl.
No, but
if you keep talking, you're going to see her other side.
There you go. Hey, listen, me and Stephanie have been married and divorced. When it's brought up, I run for cover. I do what the dog does. I do what the dog does. I lay down and play dead. It's just like no, not doing it. But no, I love talking to you guys, because you guys are like a fun rescue that gets it. You know, there's bad parts of rescues, there's good parts of rescues, but at the end of the day, you do it because you love the animals, and I appreciate that every time we speak, because it just shows. There's a lot of people I speak to, and like I said, there's a lot of dry people in this. There's a lot of people that are stuck on their ways. It's just nice to see that generation that it just gets it. You guys get it. Like, not every day is good, but you guys go with what you guys have and what you guys bring to the table. Is you guys have it's a family here. I still think some of you like a brother and sister. You're not telling me. Not you guys, not Dean and Nina. That'd be kind of weird. Kind of different. But I love how you guys are also very close. What's really funny? London got off the phone like 30 minutes ago and has not messaged me about that voicemail. You think she's taking it seriously? Like, let me send him some hemorrhoid cream. Let me. I gave away the voicemail. No, but like, what is she? She's maybe she's really concerned for me. Maybe she's really researching.
See, you never know with her.
She probably sent an ambulance to your house. It'll be there in a few minutes. Don't worry.
In this side of the world in Tampa, we'll be here in a couple of hours. But no, that's terrible. But yeah, I was waiting for her to text me or something, like, you're sick or something or anything. She didn't even text me. She's like, well, if I look at the numbers, probably, I'm blocked. No, I'm kidding.
You know what? Her and her boyfriend just bought a house, so they've been doing a ton of housework. So that's probably what they're doing now.
Nice. She probably didn't even listen to it yet. Or maybe her and her boyfriend are replaying it over and over again. They're like cracking up or something. Who knows?
I know.
I don't know. Probably. But no, I really appreciate you guys coming on the feed. I always influence everyone to please do this more often, because even though these lighthearted conversations might not seem like they do much, they really do. People get to know you guys. And I always say, behind those posts that people write all the time, and I think that I think there's so much of these posts that go out every day that people kind of, it goes over the head a little bit. And I hate to say that because some of them are extremely important posts. Yes. But I think the nature of which people post about animals today is a little off sometimes when it comes to like tagging 99 people, the code red, emergency, more stuff of getting to know the people behind those posts. It just get more personal with the people in the communities that follow you. And I think it's so important that we do more video, because video kind of introduces you more to the community on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. And I tend to do more for people that I know personally versus people behind those posts. Because you don't know the people behind the post. Like, people that watched the first video that we did and this video they did will know that, for one, Kathy has terrible service at her house. Rachel, for one, Emma dictates that house. Nina's got resting bitch face. And, and Dean is not getting married. Ever.
And Linda talks too much.
Linda's gone. That's what happens when you talk too much. Get the hell out of these feeds. No. But I'm just kidding. I'm really kidding, Nina. I was just playing around. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. But I did say it. I mean, I guess I did mean to say it, but I'm sorry.
You only speak the truth, man.
Listen, the boyfriend of 10 years told me. I got to go with what he said. Just kidding. But no, guys, if you're watching this, Fetching Hearts Rescue on Facebook and Instagram, like them and follow them. It's super important, guys. Let's grow their brand. Let's grow everything they're doing. Every time they get to post or anything on Instagram, on Facebook, the more likes and followers they have, the more their voice carries. So please like them and follow them on Instagram as well. If you guys saw the beginning of this feed, go and donate to them on their website. Anything else you guys want to add? Kathy, have the final take, girl.
So I think at this point, the final take for us for this week is that we're going to be doing a post actually asking for donations on our Facebook page for just a couple dogs between Oakley, and then we also have another dog named Snoop, who is currently going through our heartworm treatment and also has to have surgery on his cherry eye. So between those two, it's going to have quite a cost, and that post will be going up probably by the end of this weekend.
Perfect. Anybody else want to add anything? Rachel or Emma, Nina or Dean?
I want to say hi, Mom. My mom's watching. Hi, Mom.
Mom. Hi, Mom. Probably like, who is that? Just kidding.
Just remember us. Smile.amazon.com. www.fetchingheartsrescue.org. We understand that times are tough right now, but anything you can give it's much appreciated. And thank you to all our current supporters who helped us with our bedsheet fundraiser. Your orders are being shipped soon, so keep an eye out for those. And just keep watching our website and Facebook page for new and updated events.
All right, RBF, what do you got?
I got nothing. Wear a mask.
Wear a mask.
Especially if I have to come to your house, you better have a mask on.
Whatever. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I really appreciate this, guys. Guys, if you're watching this, share this video as much as possible. Also, if you're a Twitter person, copy the link to this video and tweet it out. But share it as many pet groups as you guys can, because that gets the voice out more for Fetching Hearts Rescue. Thank you again, guys, and I will talk to you in the next week or two.
Yes, sounds great. Thank you so much, Chris.
Don't forget the floss.
Oh, whoa, time out. No, we're not ending this. No. Rachel, I'm picking you, girl.
Oh,
You got to back up. Go floss.
Do it.
Do it.
She's gonna do it.
Ooh, I was so close. Rachel. Boom, boom, boom. Ready? Fetching Hearts Rescue in Bristol, Connecticut. This is Rachel, the foster queen. Sorry. Flossing. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Go, girl. Go. Guys, if you don't subscribe to my Jordan's Way Charities YouTube page, I will be sending Nina, resting whatever face, to your house to display it. Please subscribe to my Jordan's Way YouTube page, guys. Jordan's Way Charities. Thank you, Rachel. You are a team player. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're actually not that bad. I think you and London should have a match.
All right.
Yes. Competition.
There you go, guys.
No, there was no contest with that one.
That was good. That was actually really good.
That was good.
I'll give you that. You practice, cheaters.
Emma taught me, actually.
Emma, I'm telling you, Emma Taylor there. You go, girl. All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.